Hi there, YouTubers. Right after this, we're going to get old Ross Perot on you about JP Morgan's influence on the silver market. All right, so what I have here is the 20-year um, silver spot price. Obviously, you can see it's gone down recently, did shoot back up. You may have seen my video on silver stacking and why I don't think it's a good idea. I'm going to kind of back that up with some numbers. Even though silver's bounced back a little bit, I'm not sure that it's a good investment. So I'm sorry that I can't point at this image with my mouse to kind of show you what I'm talking about. But you'll notice that, there was an increase in price all the way from the year 2000 up to, 2008, and then it dropped again right around 2009. So obviously that was that first spike there was a financial crisis, or the start of it. Um, so you could see silver going up and spiking. So that first down is where JP Morgan acquired Bear Stearns. And Bear Stearns had what they call a short position on silver. They were the largest short position uh, company out there. So JP Morgan acquired that. Bear Stearns was in bad straits, but JP Morgan had the money to put behind those short positions, so you saw the price fall. And then you see the big spike. So this is what everyone likes to talk about, where the price of silver can go. It did almost reach $50, just a couple years later. And this honestly could have almost put JP Morgan out of business if this had gone on any longer. So JP Morgan was able to stop this this price spike here. I'm not sure exactly what they pulled out to do it, but from this point on, JP Morgan would start backing all of its short positions by physically acquiring silver. So in 2008, when they acquired Bear Stearns, they had none. And today, the last number that I've seen and been able to find, and I've researched this for a few weeks after I put out my silver stacking video, is that they've acquired 153 million troy ounces of silver. So 153 million. Just imagine that for a minute. So what's happened here is, since they have all of this physical silver, they can back their short positions by being able to sell that. And it led to the price dropping and then leveling off. And you can see the price has been pretty stable since about, 2014, 15-ish. It's between that $15 and $20. Now, there's a lot that goes on with silver. The main reason for the drop in the price of silver right now is that industrial uses of silver are big. And right now, industry isn't really producing anything. So without that, there's less demand for silver. Now, on the other end of the scale, where you have collectors, they would love to get their hands on this cheap silver, but it's not in the form where you can. So there are two factors to the silver market. There's paper trade of silver, and then there's physical silver. And JP Morgan is dominant in both of these. So JP Morgan holds short positions, or held, and I'm not sure that they do anymore. They held short positions on all silver futures. So silver futures, of course, are, just like other commodities, they're traded on the futures market, and they can later be cashed in physical silver, just like if you had futures in oranges or potatoes or any of that. you could cash those in at the end. Most people don't. If they're buying and selling commodities, they buy or sell them for cash, and usually, that crop will go to someone who wants it, and that cash comes back to you for buying the future. Um, so holding the short position is fine as long as you have physical silver to back it, and that's what JP Morgan has done. But they've acquired all of that physical silver without affecting the price, which is what worries me. And it almost makes me wonder if they actually haven't kept the price of silver from going lower. The price of silver may really have been in that 10, maybe just slightly under range, had they not been purchasing that much. So being that they control both markets, the paper trade and the physical trade, well, now the price has been stable, and that's probably good for industry. They know exactly what they can expect when they go to acquire silver. But doesn't mean that silver is going to spike. And I'm still going to say no. I think that JP Morgan's control of silver, I don't want to say that it artificially devalues it, because if there was that much demand, silver would be $50. I mean, there's, collectors out in the market only make up a small percentage of the silver that's out there. I've heard that 80% of it goes to industry. Well, if 80% of it goes to industry, that means JP Morgan's been buying most of it that doesn't, and then collectors get some sort of even smaller percentage. But that's those figures aren't very easy to find. And you can just see what it means in this graph. I mean, you can see that first fall where JP Morgan acquired Bear Stearns and put cash into the market. And then you can see what happens after the big raise, where they just started to acquire silver so that their shorts could be backed up. And that's led to consistent price, which I don't see going up or down. I don't see, they couldn't just release all of that silver onto the market, because that would kill the market. If they suddenly put 153 million troy ounces up for sale, I mean, they could just bottom the market. So I see more consistency in price. Now, is it going to be $15? Probably not. You probably will see another little spike in price. Maybe it does come up to 20. Maybe it comes up to 25 and levels off there. So, it could be a fair investment if you can find at today's price, but that's going to be kind of short term. I don't really see it spiking again. I don't think that it can. I think that JP Morgan controls so much of the market that it just can't spike. But that's my opinion. I think that silver could have possibly been lower if they hadn't been buying. And I think that we'll see steady prices for the foreseeable future. So tell me what you think in the comments below. Hit the like button. I'm not saying silver's bad. I might have been a little reactionary in my last video, but I don't think that it's going to just raise in price. And I still don't think that if these are the end of times, that silver is going to help you in any way. But at today's price, it could be fair to purchase some. A lot of people talked about how they use it as savings. If you can find silver now, it's probably good. But you're probably not going to find at these prices. And once it comes back onto the market in some sort of form that you can purchase, the price will probably be, I mean, it's already almost back to $15. I think it was $14.40 something today. So, it could be back near 20 in the next couple of months, and it will probably just stay there. So like I said, Hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe.